So it is Monday morning, and it's with great sadness and devastation that we announced the passing of the owner, the gaffe, Mr. George Harris. George wasn't just the owner, he was the father of Paul and David and the grandfather of myself, Jake. As a family, we are truly devastated, but as a business, words can't describe. George was an exceptional leader, a man with a far large amount of knowledge in this industry. George started working in the foundry industry at the age of 16 in a foundry called Bruce and Islops, which was in Bootle, where he grew up. He was from Bootle, and he became the foreman at 21. He had a great career. He had opportunities to go and work in Canada, where he would be the manager of a foundry in Canada, and he turned it down because George and his two sons wanted to follow Everton. And yeah, so he turned that down, and then in the 1980s started Merseyside Castings, is where we're at now, and obviously we're all truly grateful for that. But how he started it always makes me laugh, because George was a big fanatic of cars, loved his Jag. He had loads of Jags, and obviously he'd done well for himself. He was really good at work, he was a hard worker, and so how he started this place was he used to make the castings and Bruces and hard them, and put them in the back of his car, and he'd sell them out the back of the car to his customers, and built his customers up and that. And then he started this with a business partner, and then he bought the business partner out. And I'm absolutely wounded, but I'm so grateful for him, for the opportunity he's given me, because obviously I started in 2016. Best decision he's made, obviously. And in the past year, I've been living with George, being his housemate. And I think as a business, we're absolutely wounded. But George had won us in, so we're all in. Well, I'm in at the moment. His two sons aren't, they're sorting all things out at the moment, but we're going to make him proud. We're going to carry on his legacy. We're going to graft as how he would want us to graft and produce quality castings. He's taught us a far amount. He was in the industry well over 60 years. He basically never retired. He sort of took a step back to look after his wife, and when he was 80, about 4 years ago, so he was 81 at the time, he died at 85. But he'd been in, obviously, if you would have seen when I started trying to do the TikTok sort of thing, we got him on a video talking about it, and he'd done like 100,000 views, which he was made up with because he kept on asking me. And like that was a reason why I started doing the YouTube, because I could go home and show him everything that was going on, and he loved it. And he could, he related to it, and he was made up seeing it, seeing what work we had, seeing what we was going to do, and that was the whole reason for it. It was like a diary for him, and it's like a diary for me, so I think we will carry it on, because he loved it, and he was always went to me, that's something I wish I'd done. But unfortunately he's passed away. We are absolutely heartbroken, and the phone is ringing, so I'm going to have to answer it. Yeah, so as a family and as a business, words can't put it on how we feel. But his legacy will carry on as being the last grey iron foundry left in Merseyside. It's going to be hard, because he's that much knowledge. I remember we'd done a job the other year, and something was messing around with it. I think it broke, and we ended up talking, so we knew what we had to do. We didn't do something right, and we knew that. So we just asked him, keep him in the loop, keep him going. And he knew straight away, and he was exceptional at what he'd done. He was the leader of the pack. He was the leader of the family. He was everything. And it's just devastating, to be honest. But we carry on. So it is Monday morning, we are back to work. Steve is in the blaster finishing our wagon parts that come in. A load of them went out on Friday to give us the space. We've got all the castings that have got to be finished and dressed. but we've got castings to be made and they've got to go. The customers are relying on us and that's what he would want. So we just get back to work and do what we do, and we've got some work to go on with. So it's a Monday morning. By the time this will be out, we would have said our final goodbyes. So it's good night and God bless George Lennon Harris. So it is Wednesday morning. I was off yesterday. Was not well, not good. So I had the day off, but yesterday all the shot blasting parts have gone out that we had in, so none of the lads took photos, so obviously standard. But the motor's come back that we ordered, well, that we needed. So my first priority today is we've got to strip our dust extractors in its own little house, basically. So I've got to take the panels off to get that in. But here it is, this big beast. Look at that, lovely. The lads have done a great job. The old impeller's on, and it is balanced as well. Supposedly. It doesn't move very well though. So we've got to get that down as well, because today we've got a dryer coming from a fabrication firm that they've got the job at from the NHS. It's what they dry all the scrubs in. And obviously people leave gloves and etc. in their they leave the gloves in the clothes and that, and it's obviously all melted with the heat of the dryer. So we've got to get that in before we can blast. There's a gate that come in the other week, and he rang me yesterday at home and he was saying, is it done? I was like, nope, been busy. But we've got to strip all them panels down to get the thing in, the motor in, and we've got to use the stacker with the extension forks and D-rings and lift it up and get it in. They're going to come out and help us wire it up as well, I think. Otherwise I've got to do it. But that's not too bad. Someone's here now, so I'm coming! So we had to set the bench ends in the powder coaters, and they've been there for ages. It was well over a year and they'd never been done. So I had to go down and get them, come find them. One of the lads found them, so he's brought them back yesterday to set the Everton ends. But we got an order for a set, but for what they're for, I can't use them. I need to change it slightly for copyright purposes only. But we've got all more train parts on that we've got to be making. Our spindles are still here as well, which is starting to do my head in now because they need paying for. And I don't know if he's going to come back and get them. But so that's mainly it. Yeah. So it is Wednesday afternoon. No, it's not. I'm lying. It's Thursday. Up the wall. So we got the motor back on yesterday, and the electrics wasn't working, and I had to wire it up and get someone out yesterday. So I had to wire it up and that, and it wouldn't work. It got power and then tripped. So we had the electricians out this morning. We sort of got it going. It wasn't working again before, but I got it going in the end. I messed around with it again. But the big thing dryer that we done, that was gone. I didn't get any videos. I wasn't in this morning, so I didn't get any videos. But we got a load of railings in. There's a pallet of them there. Some have been done, there's one there. Let's go and have a look and see what they look like. Steve's halfway through this one now. There's a difference. We've done a couple of bronze castings for ships, little gearboxes. They're getting collected as well today, but we're actually making train parts. Making these little chimney things. These chimneys, chimney tops, plus a load of other little things that go with it, like gearboxes and that. But they're in ductile as well, so it's up to the customer. Got all the fire bars are all finished. They need to get sorted out today. Well, they're not going to get sorted out today. Steve's busy, but we're sort of on a slow week, so too much going on. So it's actually Wednesday morning. Monday I was off, I had things to do. Yesterday we were all off for George's funeral, which was a great send off, good turnout.
made them proud. But back to work now, Wednesday. So what have we got? We have finished the motor casing, which is here. That's all finished. It's looking good. That's come out as a fantastic casting, but we've also got all the other parts that need to be dressed. Steve hadn't done them. Obviously, Steve had been up the wall with, I was just looking for them then. There was the load of railings, I don't know if I've shown you, there was loads of them to do, obviously shot blasting wires. We also got lampposts in. They were painted, the bottom end were painted, and they were going for powder coat, so they couldn't powder coat because of the paint, so we had to strip the paint off. So he was doing them, but that's where we're at with that sort of stuff. Obviously, there's all the dressing, there's bench ends and that to be finished. But we got some, obviously we are, at the moment, we're doing moulding train parts. I don't think I've shown you them, but, well, they're all moulded now. They're all in ductile SG, so they're all getting, well, they're all ready, as well as the posts, but as well as that, we got some more SG jobs that have come in. So obviously it's a good job we're not cast, because we'll just make one big pot sort of thing. But what we've got is we've got these, I don't actually know what they are, little lids, 6 in a box. Obviously speeds up time, and in compact you ram them up straight away. A dead easy job, but there they are. We've also got this lovely, what's it called, Victorian panel. There's the top half, well, the other side of the box. That'll give us a different imprint on the other side. We've got this little bracket that we've got to work off. As well as that, you've got, as well as that one, we've got this one. Oh, I'll show you. This is an aluminium as well. Dead light, look at that. We work off, I don't know how many of them is. That's cast aluminium as well, that has already been cast by someone else, which is lovely. But, nice job. Dead simple to make. The joint's a bit mad on the inside of that. But it is what it is. Yeah, so all the other spindles that we made, that I might put the 2 videos together, because obviously I didn't film much on the previous one, so so we'll just do one big video. We've got all the spindle, all the fire bars are all done, so I've got to get them on a pallet so I can get them out. I obviously want them out for the end of the month anyway, but they're all in here. We've got all the larger ones, which are here. Yep, so they're all a nice larger, well, the bigger ones compared to what the other ones are. And then there's all the little ones. So we'll just get them on pallets, today so we can get them picked up. I'm not going to take them. I'm just going to ship them out by courier, because I don't want to be driving. I've got other things to do. So yeah, that's where we're at. So we've got a fair bit to crack on with for today. We are, after today, we are man down for 4 weeks with Paul going away. But it is what it is, we crack on. We get things done, so that means I'll be in the office, which is boring, but it is what it is. We move. No, so it's Thursday, so what happened yesterday is we got loads of, well, we didn't get loads, we got set the gates in for blasting, which halfway through, well, it was yesterday afternoon, they're coming today, halfway through the blaster stopped, not the blaster, the compressor stopped, overheated. It needed servicing anyway, so I had to get the lads to come out, go out straight away. So we got that back up and running last night, just before we went home. But obviously without the compressor, we're knackered, because it's not just the blaster. The compressor obviously does all the air lines for the jobs, but the compressor releases the air, releases the sand for the sand mixer. So technically we probably should just have a backup, so we can at least carry on moulding, but we don't. So when that goes, we're knackered. Yeah, so obviously with that back and running, we can get back moulding again. I started making the spindles, they'll be behind me, I'll show you them. once I get the box out, because I didn't pointless me open the box because I couldn't finish it. But I'm going to be short on boxes, which is going to be a bit frustrating because I'm going to have to just get them done, because I need to get them done by next week, technically, I think. But we also got a bench in for blasting as well, which is getting collected coming tomorrow. But the rest of the motor job, Steve's dressed it all now, which is, there's the two end covers and the little pieces are in this fettling shop. So when they're all done, I'll post a picture so you can get to see what they look like. So we've got work to go on with. We're an hour man down, but we crack on. So we've got loads to do, loads of jobs to just get out. I need to pallet them fire bars up so I can get them out today, because I want to invoice them for the end of the month. But I've still got them other spindles, which is starting to do my head in, because obviously I don't know if the customer's going to come and get them now. They've been here palleted, waiting to go out. I should just stick them outside, but they're just taking my room up. Otherwise I wouldn't have put them on a pallet if I knew he wasn't coming, but he said he was coming and never turns up. So it's a bit of a head scratcher. Nothing we can do on that part, we just got to wait now. I don't even know where his number is. But it is what it is. We've got, at least hopefully, touch wood, we have no breakdowns, not messing around, no problems with the dust extractor, because that's still playing up. I don't know, something to do with the power. I had to turn the volts up, the amps up yesterday, because it just wasn't getting enough going to it. So it's just one of them, one thing after another. But we get through it and we carry on. Probably be in the office a lot as well now, because there's no one in there. So that means my job is answering the phones, which can get a bit frustrating. I also want to do something to this office, because I hate it. I hate pen and paper. There's no need for it. But these old schools love it. But so far that's it. I'll show you what the jobs look like in a bit, once I start cracking on and getting more done, and show you what it looks like. The way I'm actually doing it at the moment though is I'm rolling them off. So one box makes the other box. So all I gotta do is ram it up, because the first box I had to bed in. So it takes a bit longer because you gotta joint it up. But if you get your joint right, you're laughing. It's simple then. You just put a box on, ram it up. That becomes your next box. Keep turning them over, and you're laughing, and you're on your way then. And that's the best way. Well, it's a bit of a lazy way, because obviously, but the best way for speed and time. The best way we can get the jobs done quicker, especially when you're working off a loose pattern or a sample. So for me, that's the best option. Depending on my boxes, so it depends on what I've got to do, because obviously I've only got certain boxes, so obviously we've got to use loads of different size boxes, but obviously you need to get the job done. Obviously you're going to be using more sand, but it's not too much of a problem. Yeah, it's more money, but it is what it is. It's not a lot of sand in it, but it is what it is. It's what you've got to do to get the job done, isn't it? So that's what I've got so far. Dave is obviously making the compact jobs. There's 24 of them, 6 in a box. So there's only 6 boxes he's got to make. They're all in ductile, these are all in ductile, so we've got to get as many done as possible. But I've got to make sure I've got enough metal for 2 casts and not 1 cast, so I'm just, because I'm trying to plan in my head now at the moment while I'm thinking about it. I'm always trying to think of different ways to do things, so I've got loads of jobs that need to be done. I need to get them out. We're a bit slacking at the moment, to be honest, but with everything that goes on, it's quite understandable. But we're here, we're in every day, we're working every day, and we're just getting them jobs done and getting them out the door. And then waiting for new jobs to come back through in the door and just take over, innit? It's the way it seems to be nowadays, so let's get going, let's get moulding. Yeah. Yeah. Good to go. And we're going back in. Yeah. 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 Okay, go. Go. Yeah. Yeah. So it's Friday. We cashed yesterday, so we've been knocking a couple of jobs out. Well, it's Friday midday now. But we've got a job that needs to be done because it needs to get picked up today. But yesterday, if things can go wrong, things are going wrong. The brand new motor we've just bought, it's, I think, don't know, something wrong with it, so we've had to take that back. The compressor went again yesterday, and now the phone's ringing. Hello?
Good news is your motor's alright.
Oh, sounds happy days.
Yeah. So I don't really want to pop round now, if you can, and just see it running.
Yeah, sounds, I'll come round now. Swan, happy days, bye bye, bye bye. Fantastic. The motor's sound. Oh, I thought it was Friday, you know. The motor's sound, Steve. I've got to go and get it.
What?
The motor.
What about it?
Sound.
Sound?
Yeah, I've got to go round, go and have a look at it. Nothing, he's got it running. He wants me to go round, go and have a look. Happy days. The motor's all good. I've got to go round and go and have a look.
Good.
Yeah, it's all good. He wants me to come round and go and have a look with it running. They've got it running now. So it's working. So he wants me to wire it back up, and then he's going to send one of the lads round to come and check your panel out. Touch wood. Right, let's go and get it then. I was just doing my little intro.
What? Touch your head.
My head's just pure wood, so there's nothing else in there. Yeah, but we got the compressor back working as well, which is great. Couple of gates have come in. We blast them from the powder coating firm. Proper solid set of gates these as well. Good job. So let's go. Oh, we've got the motor back in. She's sort of wired up. I'm not going to mess around because I don't know where these wires actually go now. So obviously I am on the top of the blaster where the dust extractor is. Got the lads, they're going to come out, come and sort it out. The motor's obviously all good. Was stressing, thinking I was going to have to pay another £3.5 grand, so £3 to £7 motor. But they think it's the consumer unit, but obviously we've had electricians out the past, 3 times and it's messing around with it, so obviously they don't know what to do. So it might just be the case of just getting a new little unit built instead. Obviously once it works it will happen. Obviously what has been happening, but obviously when the blaster's not working, it's clogging. When the dust extractor's not working, it's clogging the blaster up. So no matter what, we sort of need to know. We've got blaster coming in next week. whatever the word is, sort of thing. So, yeah, so I'm just stuck. I can't get down, so I'm waiting for the ladder. That ladder's not doing it and I'm not jumping. So it's just one of them for the time being. I just had a load of pipes that have just been as well. Blasted was 6 pipes. They've just been done safely. Obviously we've got the mould to do.